Yo, Josh, say hi to the camera.
Josh. Yo.
Hi to the camera, I'm vlogging.
Are you actually vlogging?
Yeah, it's way too dark to see, but...
Let's get it.
Yo, Mish, what's up? Hey guys, we're going to Weed Day. It's gonna be so much fun, so see you guys in the next one. What's up, bro?
I got 3 of that. Max test gives everybody 1.
I'm playing NBA 2K18. Hi. Yo, Josh. What's up? Yo, Levi, say hello to my vlog.
What's up?
Not much. Yo, Jacob. Say hello to the vlog. Yeah, I won't.
Oh no! What is that?
Hey, Jazzy, say something to my vlog. We're taking a short break on the run. Halfway to Winnipeg. This is my teacher. Hey, J-Lo. Hi. This is like, hey, Tisha. Say something to the vlog.
We're in a small town, Nipawa. Getting some stuff in Nipawa. Wow. You just get that over.
Can you hold on to my cat?
Hey. Yeah, thanks.
What?
Yeah. Cool aviators, bro.
Wow. Swagging out, man.
Yo, did you actually get that? No, I got you. Hey, what's up? Hey,
Yo,
hey, what's up? Am I
Mish.
gonna be in your vlog?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm from the United States. I'm a big fan. I'm LB Gamer. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I'll take you in the picture.
You should buy them.
Arrived here in Winnipeg, ready to eat McDonald's. So excited. And then we're gonna see the Weed Day conference tomorrow. Yes!
Can you? Yes, can you? Yeah.
169! And then
Second or first?
Just kidding.
yo, Levi, what's up?
I was like, okay.
Yo, Jacob. Not much. Damn, feels good to be a gangster. Hey, Josh. Hey, Mish. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What's up?
Not much.
Just got our food right here.
Yep.
And here's the whole full scene. Here's one smart person named J-Lo, Tisha, Mon Rendon, and Justin Romulo. Hey.
Came back from McDonald's. Good day.
Yeah. And we're going back into the truck.
Yeah.
Vlogging. We're here in the hotel, so this is not my room, but I'm in Jacob's room, and Levi's, and Amish's, and yo Levi, yo Jacob. Sorry if I didn't film much because my phone was dead and I couldn't record anything, so that's why I didn't film much. Like, I went to the museum and all we pretty much did was like learn what life was like in the World War II. Oh, and here's the Levi. And this is like oh yeah, so nothing special, and we learned how to like recycle bread and stuff like that. And yeah, so let me just recharge it. This is what our skyline looks like. Holy crap! Pretty cool, eh? That's what it looks like.
Hi guys, what's up? It's Lance here.
No, this is Aaliyah.
No!
So this is my room. It looks pretty similar, except that it's kind of bigger, I think.
I'm still vlogging. I'm gonna
Why?
sue you.
Why? Here's the two silly people, Mon and Justin.
See? No, that's not it. I just like.
Now it's time to go swimming, so I'll see you in my next clip and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the pool. Oh, it's not that special, really. Yo, say hello. Say something about it.
Are you kidding?
So sad.
I was expecting much from it. Oh. I was expecting much from it. Oh well. It's not so bad. My phone's fine. It's water resistant. Here at the pool. Oh my god, he splashed my phone with water. He literally splashed my phone with water. Well, I'm gonna stop here. This is the gym. Levi. Now leaving the pool and we're going to the gym. Oh, I'm literally enjoying this. Would you rather grow taller or stunt growth? Comment down in the comment section below. I would like to know. Yo.
Good night. How's it?
It looks like this, so you know. Today was pretty fun. So I'll see you in my next clip after this. So this is what my room looks like. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. We're here at Winnipeg. Looks pretty cool. Say something about it. What are your opinions?
I can't wait, man. I don't know.
What about you, Jacob? Yeah,
We haven't done it in yet.
Something.
It's your boy. Gotta go into meeting.
Hi.
We're gonna give me up lit.
It's pretty lit here. Oh, God.
Reminds me of myself.
I can't wait to go. This is pretty cool. The wrong direction.
Ready for your DJs for Winnipeg. Toronto's starting from scratch as the most versatile DJ in the world, working with international superstar Russell Peters, R&B sensation Usher, and many more. Hailing from the UK, Dreddy is a mega producer who's worked with the best in hip-hop, including Busta Rhymes and Dr. Dre. New York City-born Cypher Sounds is a legendary DJ, currently working with comedians Dave Chappelle and Michael Che from Saturday Night Live.
I think so. No. This sounds like we're in Hold on, I'm gonna start this thing again. Hold on. We're gonna pretend like this didn't happen. Okay, we're gonna Celebrity Marauders. And welcome the Celebrity Marauders. Winnipeg, what's going on? How is everybody feeling down here? All my people over here, make some noise. We are the Celebrity Marauders, and we don't allow people sitting down while we're on stage. Not at all. You can sit down when you're in school. This is not school. This is Winnipeg.
We Day. More than an event, it launches a year of actions for social change.
You can't buy a ticket to me. You earn it through service.
Tens of thousands in attendance.
Hundreds of thousands watching online. Millions watching on TV.
We Day is the movement. The We movement helps to support your passion for a better world.
Time to stop complaining that there's nothing to be done, and instead actively take steps, truly living we.
We the generation that's gonna run the world.
DJ Khaled.
We can truly live weed.
For everything that divides us, there's so much more that unites. Believe in the power of weed.
I stand here in front of you as living proof that we can redefine what is possible.
I tried to change life, and I realized I don't know how to be anything but myself.
I know we all have some weaknesses,
Malala.
but it does not mean that we didn't
Malala
deserve to be
Yousafzai.
special.
I was born with one finger on my left hand and a lower leg that was curved in, and this hasn't slowed me down at all.
When you refuse to stand down,
The freeing of people from eviction.
or when you acknowledge your wrongs,
Make this country the best place on earth to live for all Canadians.
no matter when, where, or how your journey begins, today, we are Canada.
Are you with us?
And for Canada 150, we will begin a new chapter together.
We can redefine what's possible.
We will celebrate a new generation and ignite our passion for change.
Be a voice for people and inspire change in your own way.
We will make a pledge for the next 150 years. Because as history has taught us, when Canada comes together,
Something very special is happening here.
we can accomplish anything.
It's an honor to be surrounded by such inspirational change makers. Your energy and desire to make the world a better place is truly unmatched. For me, it's raising awareness about child labor and children's rights to education. I can't wait to see the future your generation will craft for the world.
So easy to be divided.
We bring people together.
We stand united.
Today, we celebrate what it means to embrace our differences
To celebrate our cultures, to share our stories.
and to learn from history.
Together, we are writing our country's next chapter.
From coast to coast, we are the generation that is changing the world.
We is the movement, and the time is now. And we aren't alone.
From our dinner tables to the health clinics of Canada.
From our classrooms to women's groups in India. From our local fundraisers to the Ecuadorian rainforest.
We are all connected.
We are part of a global movement.
Today, we come together to show the world that when we are united,
We are caring. We are passionate.
we are fearless,
And we are unstoppable.
we are
Generation, 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 generation.
Okay, we know. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
So thank you for coming out here to celebrate with us. Thank you for making noise, for bringing the energy, for bringing the passion to make a difference. In fact, I gotta ask you one more time, if you're ready to change the world, make some noise! The truth is, the world needs you. All of us coming together. When you look at the world today, we see headlines. We hear about nuclear bombs, terrorist attacks, hurricanes, floods, natural disasters. Honestly, it's easy to just get overwhelmed, to say that the problems of our world are just too big. And if you've ever doubted whether you can make an impact on these causes, I know how you feel. Because when I was your age, when I was 12 years old, and I read the story about the young child slave in Pakistan, this story that inspired the founding of the organization, honestly, I didn't know what to do. I thought this was such a huge problem in the world. So I went to my grade 7 class, I asked for their help. Truth is, we never meant to start a charity. We actually called other charities. We said we want to make a difference. And these groups said to us, well, you're so young, you can send money, but not much else. In fact, back then, there was no one to help support young people to make a difference. Who will open doors to opportunity?
Generation We!
And who is committed to creating Canada as the most compassionate country in the world?
Gen We!
Have an awesome We Day! Thank you for the amazing work that you do!
We are so happy to be your hosts today.
Absolutely. All right. All of you here today are a part of what we call Generation We. A generation of young people determined to change the world for the better.
And today, we're celebrating the difference Generation We is making at home and globally at the coolest classroom in the world, We Day.
It's so great to be here in Winnipeg. Just to tell you a bit about myself, I'm a blogger and a motivational speaker, and I'm really passionate about social justice. What about you, Ty?
Well, I was diagnosed with a spinal cord injury at birth, or at 18 months, and I was told I wouldn't be able to walk. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying my favorite activities like musical theater and wheelchair tennis.
That's awesome!
As an educator, it's difficult. We have lots of demands on us every day. But our core mission is to make sure that our students learn and to see how they can make an impact in their own world, in their own way.
Oftentimes it can be overwhelming because we have to do more with less. So I think it's important that we have curriculum that can be easily integrated with the school day.
We had talked about service learning and giving back to our community for a long time, but we didn't have the correct vehicle for that. We gave us that vehicle.
When you go try something new like surfing, you don't do it alone. That's what We does. It allows you to go with somebody that knows the territory, that if you wipe out, you'll be safe. So I say join.
We Schools helps kids build identity and gives them the tools they need to take action.
I think what We does so well is that it empowers kids to give them, that feeling that they can accomplish anything, that they can make a change.
I work with the bravest people on earth, people who face imprisonment and torture and death every day for rights that most of us are lucky enough to take for granted. They are the Martin Luther Kings and Mahatma Gandhis of our time. They all have three things in common. Number one, they believe one person can make a difference. Do you think they're right? Yeah! Number two, they believe that all of us working together can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. Are they right? Yeah! And number three, they speak truth to power. Let's hear you say it. Speak truth to power. Speak truth to power. Speak truth to power. That's what We Day is all about. It's about making a difference. It's about working together. And it's about speaking truth to power. And that's why we call our human rights education curriculum Speak Truth to Power. It's taught all across Canada. And this morning, I'd like to try one of our lesson plans with all of you today. Are you up for that?
My own life. I struggled with severe depression and other mental illnesses for years, and it culminated in a suicide attempt. Luckily, I survived. While I was recovering in the hospital, I met Amy. We quickly became friends and found out that we had many similarities, like the fact that she struggled with mental illness too. She was diagnosed with bipolar and general anxiety disorders. But unlike her, my mental illness was undiagnosed. For years, I resisted getting an official examination by a doctor because of the stigma surrounding mental health. That all changed in January 2015, a year after my first attempt. Amy had attempted suicide and survived. She was in British Columbia at the time, so I flew off to see her. She assured me that she would be fine and just need to take a break off of school. I flew back home and with encouragement from Amy, got myself the support I needed. But 1 week into February, I received another call. Amy had taken her own life. She was gone. All that I left of her were the memories that we had made together, the friendship that we had found through our common struggles, and a note that she left me. The note said, "Ben, I know having a mental illness is scary. I have had one for years, and I lost. I couldn't keep fighting, and I'm sorry I let you down, but I want you to keep fighting for me. Don't end your life so soon." It is in Amy's memory that I stand here today, able to say that I have bipolar disorder, social anxiety, and illness anxiety disorder, but I am still here. No one should go through what I've gone through, what Amy went through, because there's always another option, and we need the support systems in place to make those options clear. The first step is simple. We have to tear down the stigma around mental illness. This year, I got involved with the mental health group at the University of Manitoba called Active Minds, and I began my second term on the Kids Health for National Youth Council. It is my goal to work from the ground up and overhaul the mental health support system and make sure everyone has the support that they need. But there's more work to be done. If you're in need of a therapist or other mental health professional, but not in an immediate crisis, you might be placed on a wait list for up to 6 months. It's my goal to change that. And this spring, I'm organizing a 5K charity run called Outrun the Stigma to raise funds and awareness for mental illness support programs. I'd like to leave you with this. Despite the struggles I faced, I am still here. I was afraid at first to come forward, to find support, but I don't regret it, and I've never regretted a single day since. It's only made me better and stronger. No one should face their inner demons alone, so please reach out to help yourself or to help someone else. Every life is worth saving. Thank you, Reading!
Picture of the screen if you think any of these resources might be useful. Please remember, you are never alone and there are people who are here to help.
One can. How far can one can go in our fight to make sure no kid ever has to go hungry?
Right arm, left arm, cross it over. Awesome. Step 2, boogie it low, boogie it high. Doing awesome so far. Traffic control. We've got the right arm, left arm, bring it forward. Have you guys done this before? And the last move, one more. Snap, clap. Snap, no clap. No. Snap, no clap. Snap, clap. Snap, clap. Shall we put it all together? One practice.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I think it's D. Yeah,
that is correct. All of these actions were done by you right here in the Winnipeg area. And at the Winnipeg Free Press, stories like these let us know that our future is in good hands. And we look forward to seeing you in our headlines.
You're smiling,
fine.
So guys, Cineplex is really passionate about providing you with tangible skills to create social change. So they've teamed up with We Schools to empower all of you through the We Volunteer Now campaign. And on behalf of Cineplex, it's time to present a very prestigious award.
And we're taking a short break from it right now since it's lunch break. Here's what the whole scene looks like. Yeah, I'll see you in the next clip after it's done. The lunch break is done.
You guys can do better than that. Who's having fun here today? You know, I saw my son this morning and I promised him that I would try my best not to embarrass him, but he's here today and I can't help but take this opportunity in front of 16,000 Manitobans. Hi Tommy, I love you, buddy. Yeah, when I was in
Let's go! What are you doing?
tremendous welcome. And it's great to be here in Winnipeg with all of you, with your energy. I feel like I'm at a Star Trek convention. Do you know that Star Trek is now over 50 years old? And I'm a veteran of the Starship Enterprise. And as Lieutenant Sulu, I soared through the galaxy, driving that massive starship with a crew of people that came from all over this planet. We were of many different races, of different faiths, and different cultures, all working together as a team. We were smarter, we were stronger, and more successful, boldly going where no one had gone before. Our motto was infinite diversity in infinite combinations. We depicted the world, a utopian world of the 23rd century. That utopian society is science fiction. We live in our world today with real challenges of the 23rd century. We live in a time of division, conflict, and hate. In my own life as a child, I lived through a horrible chapter of history. On December 7, 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor and plunged the world into a Second World War. Overnight, Americans and Canadians of Japanese ancestry were looked at with suspicion, fear, and hatred simply because we happened to look like the people that bombed Pearl Harbor. Our two nations, were swept up in war hysteria and race prejudice. All people of Japanese ancestries on the West Coast were rounded up and confined in barbed wire prison camps with no charges and no trial. I still remember the barbed wire fence that confined me. I remember the tall sentry towers with the machine guns pointed directly at us. I remember the searchlight that followed me when I made the night runs to the latrine. But to 5-year-old me, I thought it was nice that they lit the way for me to pee. Children are amazingly adaptable. What would have been grotesquely abnormal.
Children rocking, I hear the children rocking.
It was pretty fun, right?
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I like that part, like the ending part where they turned on their flashlights and it looked like stars. It was still-iferous, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was really amazing. It was so much fun, and I hope this happens again next year.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob? How do you like it?
It was amazing.
Yeah, I know. That was really fun. Going back now. LMTS. I'll miss this place. That was pretty fun. We're now going back to our place. Had a good time vlogging. We're on the road back to Yorkton, and here's one of my. What about you, Josh?
What?
Justin, Mon.
Nothing.
Say hi to Annabelle.
Hey, what's up?
Block this bus. I know. Go, Julia.
What's up? What's up, boys?
Come on.
I like your pop socket. It matches your phone. Oh, I do know this song.